Howdy everybody, welcome back. We decided to do another episode of Salty Motherfuckers. I've got some different people here with me today. Just like last time, I've got Forge. Go ahead and say hey.
Hi.
But I've also got two new people. I've got Sid.
Hi.
And Shoulders.
What's up?
Today we are going to actually do this properly. We've picked a topic and everything, so this is going to be fun. Have I fought this fucker yet? I have not fought this fucker yet. Okay, so today's topic is fandoms. Anybody got anything to say to start us off?
This is gonna be a hot mess because fandoms are always an interesting topic.
We're gonna make everyone unhappy with this.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love making people unhappy.
What brought this up was I float around on various circuits that I probably should stay away from. You know, the Chan boards and all that stupid shit. But I've noticed that certain fandoms get more hate than others. Specifically, people tend to hate anything that's anime related, but they also tend to hate things like, wow, that actually did a lot of damage. They also tend to hate things like Supernatural. I don't get why everyone is suddenly just, you know, fuck Supernatural, but then the other half of the people are like, no, it's the most awesome show on the planet. Anybody else see anything like that?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I really shouldn't talk too much about that because I would probably be considered part of the Supernatural fandom.
Well,
Although I have some major criticisms about it, but you know, the fact that I have, you know, that many criticisms about, oh dear God, sorry, I had something happening in the background here.
don't set anything on fire.
I'm trying not to, but the fact that I have such criticisms about it probably solidifies me as part of the fandom, actually. So, you know,
That's I was actually about to mention that. Is like the fact that you have opinions, both positive and negative, about the thing that you're a fan of means you should be part of that fandom.
yeah.
Alright, give me just 1 second. Yeah, I stopped the game audio for just a second. Let's bring that down to there. Alright, so I lowered the game audio a bit so that everybody could hear you guys a bit better, but yeah, one of the big things is what actually what would actually consider you as part of fandom? Is it just enjoying something? Is it enjoying something to a terrifying level? Like, what is it?
I think it's when you get to the point of enjoying something to the point where you have more complex considerations about it than, you know, just like I like it or I don't like it. I think that's when you start getting to the fandom point.
Okay, because as I was mentioning before we started recording, like, our big Ford fans, technically part of the Ford fandom, are Harley enthusiasts, part of the Harley fandom.
I think when they start actually, you know, thinking about why Harleys are important to them as far as their lifestyle, that's the point at which you start getting to a fandom.
Which raises a bigger question. That means there can be a fandom for anything. Is there a John Cena fandom? And can the John Cena fandom see him?
No, because John Cena's a meme. That shit doesn't count.
Do, 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 do.
I actually had his theme song in a scroll on Mabinogi, and every time I played it, I would get one of two reactions. What the fuck is that? Or go the fuck away.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Those are the appropriate responses.
I would say that a fandom becomes... You join a fandom and thus are part of the fandom when you acknowledge the fact that this is a thing you enjoy out loud to the public and find other people that also enjoy it. And then you talk to these people about this thing you enjoy. And then you're part of the fandom. It's what level of the fandom you're in then goes from there. So like in the example of the Supernatural fandom, I'm a fan of Supernatural. I like Supernatural. I'll talk to people about Supernatural. Sure, I'm in the fandom. I'm on the upper crust of the fandom, the very edge of the fandom, the outskirts with a pair of glasses, you know, staring inside, because I wouldn't go and
Opera glasses?
Yeah. I wouldn't cosplay from Supernatural. I wouldn't write creepy slash fiction about Supernatural.
Sure you would.
That's
Sid,
not.
you've been kind of quiet. What are your thoughts on all this?
I'm not really sure. I don't keep up with fandoms.
You're not part of any fandom?
Not really, no. I don't talk to anybody about many things.
I find this hard to believe.
Like, if I were part of a fandom, it'd definitely be, centered around some anime.
Okay, that's fair. Most of the people that I personally talk to are big anime fans. James is one of the weirdos. You know, James stays away from anything anime, anything, especially anything with mechs.
Oh.
Yeah, giant mechs definitely bother me a lot. Like a lot.
That's okay. I'm a Homestuck.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Homestuck is, and I don't like it.
That's something. That's another thing to point out. It's fandoms have this weird habit of, in the attempt of trying to get people within the fandom and get more people to join the fandom, they get rid of people, so that way they're not in the fandom, because they do dumb shit.
That explains why I hate Doctor Who and Star Wars so much.
Like, I'm not a fan of Doctor Who. I tried to watch it, I can't do it. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it.
That's unfortunate.
Forge tried to get me to watch it, and we made a bet. And in trying to turn me into a Whovian, I turned James into a brony. No, I'm not a brony, but it was still funny.
I found them. I found those shows unoffensive and rather, you know, pretty advanced for just basic cartoons.
To me, the reason why I tried to get him to watch My Little Pony is, I'm just gonna go ahead and be flat out honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's about as mentally stimulating as SpongeBob.
Ah!
And I like SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is like brain sugar. There's no substance there. It doesn't really do anything for you. And in the end, you're just gonna end up with diabetes.
Okay.
There's just a problem with SpongeBob, and I don't understand what it is. I just don't like it.
The fact that Forge is a brony is why we can't be friends.
I am not a brony. I just find the cartoons inoffensive and rather, you know, on the better side of children's programming at this point.
For anyone watching that likes anime, I think I know a good like example of what My Little Pony is in the anime world. If anyone has watched Lucky Star,
I'm pretty sure people who spend any time on the internet know exactly what My Little Pony is. I don't think you need to describe it.
No, I mean like you know, trying to find like people who like anime but haven't watched My Little Pony just because it's My Little fucking Pony.
I don't think you need to. That's the thing.
Have question. What are Dragon Ball?
What?
Shut up.
How do I Dragon Ball?
Forge, I know where you live.
Yes, you do. Come on over. I've got beer.
Whoa. Is that a come on? I don't appreciate that.
I don't think
This is a
Forge's
family-friendly channel.
I don't think Forge's boyfriend would approve. Family-friendly, my fat, hairy ass.
Gross.
Oh man, we haven't been family-friendly since 3 years ago when I started this channel.
Gross. Anyway, yeah, I mean, fandoms are funky. They're weird. The people are in it that tend to ruin everything for everyone else. It's all a mess.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you can't really hate so much of it just because they are kind of what keeps certain shows going.
Well, yeah. If a show or series or what have you doesn't have fans, then where's it going to go?
Yeah. I mean, a good example of that is, and I know that it's a lot bigger than I like to think it is, but to me it's a small fandom, is the group for... I'm trying to remember what it's called. Forge, you watch the show Space Western.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
Firefly.
Yeah, the one that died before the first season even finished because Fox is an asshole.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for people in the fandom like that, you wouldn't have people promoting things like the Firefly tabletop game.
Not that the Firefly tabletop game is any good, mind you, but
I don't know. I've looked at the rule set.
The original
for
one
it.
was bad. The new one's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I've looked at the rule set for it. It seems balanced. I've never had a chance to play it, so I can't say if it is balanced, but...
different topic.
But the thing is, like, what I was trying to say is, like, if you didn't have big fandoms, people who were supporting things, even if they did crash and burn, you wouldn't have more stuff coming out for it. I mean, look how long ago that series crashed, and yet you still can go to the store, like certain stores, and find stuff for that series.
In all fairness, you know, the Serenity came out in, what was it, 5-6 years ago?
Something like that.
So, yeah, the series itself might have died, but when the movie came out, it sparked it back up again.
I mean,
2005 is when it came out, so 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Good God.
That movie was kind of a travesty to a lot of the fandom of the series, anyway. So, I mean, it really what it was is that movie sealed the fact that series couldn't come back as it was.
I'm a leaf on the wind. I'm a leaf on the hurt.
You shut the fuck up with that. That is my trigger. Fucking triggers.
What's the joke? How do you clean a spear?
Run it through the wash.
Run it through the wash.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's enough hate right now for this thing. This was just salty motherfuckers with me, Forge, Shoulders, and Sid. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all next time. Later. You guys are fucking crazy.